Morning, everybody. Friday morning. It is September 26th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael Gargiulo's off today. Adelle Caballero's watching some issues on the rails, right? She said that mass transit usually is good, but giving us some issues. All right, on a Friday, but the weather's not too much in the way.
We are improving, yes. So easy compared to yesterday, that's for sure. And actually, the brightening skies can make for a pretty sunrise in a lot of places. We're getting a glimpse of that as we look into Nassau County. As far as the rain goes, not picking up anything in our area on the radar. So getting a nice little reprieve there. We have 68 in the city, Newark at 69, mid-60s in Poughkeepsie, Massapequa, Freehold as well. Along with the cloudiness, though, there's a lot of humidity and some fog, especially through western New Jersey, Morris County included there, about a quarter-mile visibility. So just if your travels take you that way, you may be in and out of some low visibility. Otherwise, more sunshine as the day goes on, as the morning goes on. 78 degrees by 1 o'clock, close to 80. We do keep all of that humidity most of the day today, so feeling pretty much like late summer. Heading into the evening hours, low to mid 70s, even after the sun goes down. All right, 6:02 now. Adele, what's going on?
We've got lots of road closures and rail issues right now. Your 24G and Staten Island Railway, you can expect to see delays. On top of that, your Hudson-Bergen Light Rail, Marin Boulevard to Harborside is suspended. On a good note, though, LIRR will be providing extra service on your Ronkonkoma branch in Farmingdale to accommodate for Ryder Cup goers. Heading out to the roads right now, New England Thruway southbound by exit 15. We've got a crash taking out a lane. Stick to the Hutch or Route 1. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. 6:02 now on the weather, because it's Friday morning, about to be Friday night.
Yes, exactly. But we're getting a little glimpse into what Friday afternoon is going to look like. Some sun breaking out. On this Friday into Saturday and Sunday, it does remain mild, near 80 today, mid-70s heading into Saturday and Sunday. Coming up, it is a warm start to next week. Before we get there, though, tracking some showers, too, where those will set up this weekend in the 10-day.
Thank you. Still ahead.
Rail issues here. Service changes with your 24G and Staten Island Railway coming up in a few minutes. Lots of street closures headed your way. And on top of that, we're going to head outside right now to the Harlem River Drive. We're on the southbound side. We've got a crash by 155th Street. You're watching Today in New York.
15 right now. It's Friday morning. Maria's looking at the weather. I mean, the temperature is nice. It's been kind of humid, though.
It's a little humid. Yeah, we haven't lost that. That's going to be something present today, adding to that summery feel. I'll tell you, though, it's going to be a really pretty sunrise for some of us. Just enough cloud cover as we look at this gorgeous shot from Earth Cam from Midtown and all of the twinkling city lights. We do have temperatures that are mild. And yes, a nice preview of the sunrise, too, as we look into Nassau County. JFK coming in at 68 degrees. That's the number right there. That dew point in the mid and upper 60s. Still pretty muggy. Now, as far as rain chances, you can see we are good to go today. But by the time we get to late Saturday, those chances start to go up. So we are still looking at not a whole weekend with the rain, but where we do see it, maybe about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. And you see where it's more likely, right along I-95 south and east. So from central South Jersey, Long Island, even the city, a better chance to pick up some of that measurable rainfall. Not a lot as you get into the Hudson Valley. So the cause is, well, we've had this boundary come through. It's gotten hung up to our south, a little ripple along with it, just close enough by, again, late Saturday into early on Sunday to bring us the chance for some showers. Other than that, high pressure is really trying to help us out heading into early next week. But then we've got to really keep an eye on how we see the tropics unfold. Right now we have Hurricane Umberto likely going to see some pretty quick to officially rapid intensification in the forecast to become that next major hurricane, obviously away from the East Coast, but some interaction with this system, which is still unnamed, but getting its act together right now as it gets into the Bahamas, where we have near record warm water temperatures fueling that. We expect this to intensify potentially into a hurricane that would be Imelda as it approaches the southeast mid-Atlantic coast the next few days, early next week. So that's what's going on in the tropics. Close enough to us. We certainly will keep an eye on it. Nothing too bad about today, though. We've got the sunshine back up to 80 degrees. Again, that summery feel down to 64 overnight tonight with dry skies. Again, late Saturday, Sunday is our chance to pick up some rainfall. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, mid-70s. And then we start October by the middle of next week, feeling like it. Still expecting those highs to dip into the 60s. All right, 6:17 now. Let's get an update. Adele, what's the latest?
We've got a few closures out there, a couple of accidents. Let's start things off here on the Turnpike southbound inner roadway. All lanes have just shut down over by exit 9 for Route 18 because of an accident. You're going to need to shift on over to the outer roadway instead. On top of that, we're going to head out outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto this crash on the Harlem River Drive. It's on the southbound side, right by 155th Street. You can see 2 lanes are closed off. Delays are quickly building through the area here. We will, of course, continue to keep a close eye on this and keep you updated on that. On top of that, today is a gridlock alert day. You will have full intermittent closures on the FDR Drive, 1st Avenue to 8th Avenue, 34th to 86th Street, and 1st Avenue will definitely be shut down, 42nd Street to 48th Street. Darlene, back to you.
Adele, thank you. Well, power's back. Morning, everybody. Friday morning. It is September 26th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael has the morning off today. Adelle Caballero is looking at a closure on the New Jersey Turnpike right now. Storm Team 4's Marie LaRosa is here with the forecast. Feels a little damp in the air. Maybe.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty muggy out there, like summertime level mugginess. But we don't have the rain, the heavy rain certainly. And boy, the few clouds that we have out there making for a stunning sunrise. Chopper 4, thank you so much. At this time of day, you can really get all the colors with that sun trying to peek up over the horizon. Absolutely gorgeous. We appreciate you turning the camera away from breaking news for just a second to give us that beauty shot. All right, on top of some of the clouds, we do have some fog, and that's been persistent through western and northwestern New Jersey, from Sussex to Trenton. That visibility, Morris County too, dipping to about a quarter mile, something to keep in mind. Otherwise, umbrella stays home. We are dealing with some persistent clouds too. Muggy, 68 now at Central Park, 66 in Islip. Sussex, you're down to 63, and the mid-60s from Toms River up to Bridgeport. But yeah, brilliant skies right now with that pretty sunrise. We'll get more sunshine as the morning progresses, and it'll be warm by noontime. 76 degrees, 79 through 2 p.m. Our high today will feel more summery with that humidity that doesn't really go away. And then a few clouds overnight, continuing with the dry skies. Still mild this evening too, in the low 70s, even after the sun goes down. All right, 6:31 right now. It's been a tough commute in spots. What's the latest, Adele?
Yeah, it hasn't been an easy day to get around. If you're heading around through New Jersey right now, Turnpike southbound inner roadway completely shut down by exit 9 for Route 18 because of an accident. Outer roadway is still open, though. You are going to hit delays, but definitely, obviously, a much better bet for you. Heading a little further along here into Manhattan, keep in mind today is the last day of the UN General Assembly. Intermittent full closures on the FDR, 1st Avenue to 8th Avenue, 34th Street to 86th Street, and 1st Avenue will be shut down, 42nd to 48th Street. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. 6:31 right now. Receive a check in the mail.
All right, and then you have the school day. Let's get to it. And right now, it's easier to navigate through the neighborhoods. There's some fog in through parts of New Jersey, but otherwise increasing sunshine. You see how warm it is going to be. So the kids, shorts and short sleeves, not a bad idea as we get close to 80 degrees as we let them off the bus stop. Coming up, though, mostly dry for this weekend. Where those showers set up for you coming up in the 10-day.
Thank you. Still ahead, the Mexican train.
To the roads a little further east here on Long Island, actually. Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway southbound side. We've got a crash taking out 2 lanes between exits 9 and 8. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to break down all the street closures you need to know for the UN General Assembly and the Riders' Cup. Here's a live look outside right now, though, onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. We've got westbound delays into Webster Avenue. You're watching Today in New York.
That looks nice and green, Maria.
The beast is looking good. Yes, we are missing out on the rainfall. You know, this time of year we can get just about anything. But today is going to be more of the summer variety. Yes, the greens may be a little bit damp this morning. By tomorrow and into Sunday, mostly cloudy skies and mid-70s. But in between Saturday and Sunday, yes, we are keeping an eye on some showers moving through. So that may mean some wet greens by Sunday's morning play. And that includes the city, but I-95 south and east, kind of that general zone where we could pick up 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 an inch. Portions of the Hudson Valley may be clear of picking up any raindrops. We're going to fine tune that in a second, but I got to tell you, it's a beautiful sunrise warning right now. We've got Earth Cam looking from Midtown, just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you've got the UN building right there, wrapping that up this week. 68 degrees at Central Park. That high humidity, that's what's going to keep it feeling a little summery today. Not getting rid of that. 74 degrees at 11 a.m., 78 through 1 o'clock, close to 80 for many of us this afternoon. We'll see about 75 even after the sun goes down, so a nice quiet evening. There's the boundary to our south and that area of low pressure that kicks back not just the clouds, but some of those showers. Again, not the whole weekend, and even kind of saving most of the daylight hours, just mostly cloudy and dry. But then beyond that, we definitely have to keep an eye on the tropics. Pretty active right now. We have our new hurricane, Umberto, expected to continue to strengthen. It's looking really good on satellite here, so some warm waters, favorable conditions to get it to major major hurricane status the next couple days. And then we'll be watching this invest area. Nothing officially named, but we fully expect that to happen over the next day or two. Very warm water here. So definitely watching this South Carolina, North Carolina coast here for potential impacts by the time we get to early next week. And we've got our eyes on it. 80 degrees for us this afternoon. Increasing sunshine, so a good day, a good Friday. 64 degrees overnight tonight, dry skies. Late Saturday, Sunday, our rain chance after that doesn't look like too much. In fact, we've got some cooler air. That'll be the big talker next week as we welcome October with highs in the 60s. All right, 6:50, a lot going on, Adele.
Yes, a lot. We're going to start things off here on Long Island. Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway southbound exit 9 down to exit 8. 2 lanes closed off for a crash. You've got a solid ride both ways through the area. On top of that, same general area here. We do, of course, have the Ryder Cup. Round Swamp Road shut down both ways. Quaker Meeting House Road to Winding Road and Quaker Meeting House Road both ways from Merritt's Road out to Main Street. And then, of course, we do have the UN General Assembly. Today is the last day, but still expect to see full intermittent closures on the FDR Drive anywhere from 1st Avenue out to 8th Avenue, 34th Street to 86th Street, and 1st Avenue will be shut down 42nd to 48th Street with alternate side in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much. It's 6:50. That is the important information I was trying to give you there.
You sure got it out there, and a lot of important numbers. How about these? The next few days, feeling pretty mild and summery today for sure, up to 80 degrees. And you see mainly dry skies tomorrow, Sunday, mid-70s. In between, though, some of us will be picking up some rain. So I've got an update on the timing and, yes, a look at the tropics, what's brewing there in the 10-day.
Maria, thank you. And still to come on.
Speaking of Long Island, we've got a crash right in the area of the Riders Cup on Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway southbound side. 2 lanes closed off between exit 9 and 8. Major backups both ways through the area. Coming up in a few minutes, though, we are going to break down all the road closures you're going to need to know to get around today. Here's a live look outside right now onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. A westbound side, you've got a stall by exit 23. You're watching Today in New York.
Well, one of the greatest sporting events begins today on Long Island. 12 of America's top golfers will take on 12 of Europe's best. Today in New York's Gabi Acevedo's live from Bethpage Black to get us ready. Gabi, good morning. All right, Ryder Cup weather. What are we looking at, especially on Long Island?
Yeah, it's a little warm and toasty out there. We may have some of that humidity that could be a factor in the play, but as far as the conditions out there, not too bad. We've seen worse. You saw some of that video with the rain. So the rain that I'm forecasting here for late Saturday, early Sunday, I don't think it's going to cancel play. Just maybe make it a little extra interesting, perhaps. But what we're looking at here, it's not thunder and severe weather. We're talking about some showers. But as we see through the weekend, could be adding up to maybe 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. I-95 south and east, that's the best chance to pick up some of that measurable rainfall. Kind of not getting in on it, parts of the Hudson Valley, Poconos, and Catskills. So let's get you started first, though, and talk about this. The sunshine returning after a pretty stormy day yesterday. Looks absolutely beautiful from across the river there in Jersey City. Temperatures climbing out of the upper 60s. Will be in the mid-70s later this morning, right about 76 at noontime, getting pretty close to 80 with some of that humidity. Yeah, we don't lose that. It's not terribly refreshing yet anyway. As we see, even after the sun goes down, a really nice, quiet, what feels like a late summer evening. Temperatures still in the low 70s through 8 o'clock. But there's the culprit. We have this boundary off to the south that's going to come back at us just enough to bring us those shower chances by the weekend, but also by the weekend into the middle of next week. We're going to watch how this high pressure plays with what's happening in the tropics. We have Umberto and soon to be potentially here Imelda. That's the next name on the list. So not named system. There's Umberto looking very, very healthy on satellite. Not expecting to see this effect land in the short term, that's for sure, but we do see intensification. In fact, Umberto likely becoming a major hurricane over the next few days. The issue here will be what this system does. There's a lot of warm water, conditions favorable for further development. So from South Carolina to North Carolina coast, especially as we get into the early part of next week, looking at that strengthening. So 80 today, mid-70s through the weekend and early next week, feeling like October, though, the end of next week. All right, Adele, what's going on?
A couple updates here. First up, Ronkonkoma branch. You will have extra service until 8 a.m. and then 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Farmingdale for the Ryder Cup. And your Hudson Bergen Light Rail, Marin Boulevard to Harborside still suspended. As a reminder, we have the UN General Assembly in town, so you will see full intermittent closures all throughout Midtown, and alternate side parking rules and meter rules also in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. And starting tonight, you can get up close and personal with Alicia Keys. The singer and songwriter is hosting post-performances called Encore Sessions with Alicia Keys after Hell's Kitchen shows.